I write music and play instruments, and Paul is a producer and he writes lyrics and he's a scratch DJ, and Manda sings and she dances a bit as well. You can make it quite difficult if you want to. I think
the earplugs. Yeah, if you put earplugs in, so you can't hear what you're creating.
Then it's really difficult.
It's kind of like Beethoven. So you have to be a real genius to make music with earplugs in.
Yeah. Music isn't really constrained to anything. Music in general is a very broad thing, and we just make the music that we like, really.
Music, you know, it doesn't matter what style or genre it is. It's really whether the artist performing it, whether they have soul.
Moi, quand j'écoute de la musique,
when I listen to music, it's to feel good.
Et si je peux
And
apporter
giving
ça
that
aux
feeling
autres,
to
c'est la
others
plus
is
belle
an
chose
amazing
qu'on puisse
thing.
faire. Donc,
So
oui,
yes,
je le rejoins dans
I
cette
totally
sens,
agree
voilà.
with their vision.
It's very good to have subjects in music that are outside of the day-to-day life, really. Music is something of dreams, and it's nice to have some escape. We use music like a medicine, and it's always very nice. You know, people tell me that they get home from work and they're stressed out and they put a Morcheeba album on, and it relaxes them, and suddenly they can just float and think about other things, and that's great. You know, it's like being a troubadour.
Thank you. Yes, it's. I mean, other than sounding good, it's Dive Deep is really a sort of a metaphor for exploring our subconscious, and like Carl Jung would talk about the shadow of the personality. You know, just facing our demons and accepting our limitations as human beings, and accepting ourselves. You know, and then making a record that is really human, as opposed to a record that is deluded or, you know, in denial. I don't think you can beat your demons. I just think you can live with them, you know, and use them. And I think it's a lifelong process, really. That you know, there's no such thing as a magic bullet, really, for happiness. You have to work hard and be optimistic. Yes, I thought we would sell 20 million. 6 million was quite a disappointment.
We haven't finished yet.
We haven't finished yet.
No, we're about a quarter of the way there. Unfortunately, people don't really sell records anymore, and now music isn't really about selling records in the way that it used to be. I think now it's more about you know, playing lots of gigs and being successful in that way, and having people listen to your music. You know, whether they get it for free or not, is still very successful if you have millions of people around the world listening to your music. So, you know, we have a very happy life making music, and I'm glad that people that listen to it enjoy it. We've fared very well in the crisis of the music industry.
It's not a crisis; it's a revolution, and it's actually going to be much better now. I think when it settles down, I think the whole industry will be healthy again. Where from the 1980s, 1990s, everybody was too greedy. Music went very bad, you know. So I think now people that really love music will come back into the scene, and it will become very healthy.
When I wrote my page on MySpace 2 years ago, I wrote to Morcheeba because I love their music and I wanted to make music like that. But I wasn't hoping for an answer. I had done it naively, and it was Paul Godfrey who answered because he looks after those things every day. And he told me, yeah, we'd love for you to come to London and record on our own new album. I didn't even know that they were recording a new album, or that they even needed new voices. And that's how it happened, via MySpace.
Et voilà comment ça s'est passé, donc par MySpace, en effet. c'était quelque chose qui me ressemblait.
It was something that resembled me, not entirely, but there are parts of me in this music and I bring something else. But I also try to stay close, especially in the older songs, to Sykes' interpretation. At the same time, though, I have my own personality and I also have a different grain of voice. We don't have entirely similar voices, but they can get close from time to time. Yes, they can.
De temps en temps, ça peut se rapprocher, oui.
We just play the compact disc.
When we play live, we have MANDA singing a lot of the old songs and some of the new songs. And we also have Bradley Burgess, who sings on Dive Deep. He sings the song Run Honey Run. But he also covers the songs that are sung by Thomas Dibdow, who's the other male singer. And then there's other songs that are like group vocals. It sounds very nice, you know. It's a very good show. We don't try and replicate the records because that would be very silly. We just try and have fun and play as nice music as we can.
To start with, Morcheeba loves France. Paul is moving there this year. When they took me back to the hotel the first time I met them, they were listening to Serge Gainsbourg in the car. And they have lots of fans in France. And so it's a mix of all that. Because I was French, they felt like having a song in French, and it happened naturally. Ross was playing a magnificent melody on the guitar and I put my voice straight away. And we just did it. The day we met, we did it. In 5-10 minutes, that was all.
I think sometimes when we record things, they sound very nice, and it might be very tempting to add more things, but it's nice to leave them. When we recorded Enjoy the Ride, I think we recorded everything in about 1 hour. We wrote the song and recorded everything in about 1 hour, and about 3 months later we put some strings on it, but that was we didn't do anything else. We just left it. It sounded really nice, and I played it to a few friends and they said, whatever you do, don't ruin it.
We would really like to do
a French film.
A French film, yeah. We love French cinema, and the mood and the pace would be great for us.
It's a really good way of expressing yourself to the picture as well. But you have to have a meeting of minds with the director. You have to make art together. It's not as easy as just writing some music to the pictures. You have to really understand each other and fit together. So when we meet the right person, then we're going to make a great soundtrack.
You have to. Yeah, I'm sorry. I must apologise for British people.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yes, they are. They don't know how to behave themselves.
Oh my God!
And maybe we should relocate because we are on the main path through the park.
That's all right. Can you just answer the question that you had before?